Well, hello, my beautiful Aquarius. How are you doing today? I hope you're all doing well. I am a little groggy. Didn't do well myself last night. But, I think it's going to be okay. I have nights like that where, you know, some days is, I'm feeling some sort of way. I'm feeling some energy. Um, you know, but yeah, there's always time for a nap. I've gotten real accustomed to taking a nap. When my body says, all right, you need to go recharge, that's what I feel it's like. Let's go recharge. Okay? That is sometimes what we have to do. All right? Well, I just want you to know, y'all, I am so happy and grateful you are with me today. I appreciate you joining me and tuning in. Those of you that do, I see you. Thank you so much. I'm so appreciative of that. Let's start off a little bit of how this energy is affecting us. Okay, um, so what we might be feeling on this Friday, the 28th, I believe. Um, yeah, so I record. I'm recording early. However, you know the drill. This message is for those who receive it. Okay, when it's meant for you to receive it. All right. Um, so, with today's celestial alignment, emotional and spiritual growth is highlighted. Okay. Aquarians are encouraged to embrace stillness and introspection by finding peace within. You may notice a transformative effect on your surroundings, leading to a greater authenticity and serenity in your life. This is an opportune time to embody expansion. That's the pre-shuffle card I I pulled today. All right, it is an opportunity time for you to embody expansion. You feel at your core. Hmm. Thank you for that, Spirit, for showing up for us today. All right. So, in general, the advice is today's planetary position suggests a focus on home and family. And I know I've been kind of called to that, either to close a chapter, by, making amends, you know, clearing the air. You know what I mean? Clearing the air doesn't mean that, uh, doesn't mean that you're allowing yourself back into the toxicity that you work so hard to get away from. It doesn't mean that. It just means that you're just clearing the air. Like for me, it was like, look, um, I'm not holding any grudges against anybody. I love you all so very much. Um, at the same time, I'm letting people know what my boundaries are. This is who I am now. I am not that person 4 years ago. I am not that person a year ago. I am not that person yesterday. Okay? Because I continue to grow and evolve. So, uh, but it's just a time for clearing the air, okay? Um, and releasing, any guilt associated with you and or that person and or forgiveness, okay? Um, so yeah, Spirit is asking you to, um, focus on home and family, offering emotional nourishment. All right, and grounding. Engaging in family activities or gatherings can enhance your sense of belonging and provide a supportive environment for personal growth. Overall, okay, March 28th presents Aquarius with a blend of introspection, professional development, and enriching personal experience. So embrace the day's energy to foster growth across various aspects of your life. All right, all right. Let's jump into it. Before we begin, I invite you to take 3 deep breaths with me, okay? Go. All right, my loves. Let's tap in. Let's tap in. All right. Yes, indeed. I've got my moonstone out with my protection crystals. If you are interested in these beautiful moonstones, okay? I think it's black tourmaline. That's what we have in here, all right, for protection. All right. We do have a small crystal collection, all right, authentic crystal collection. Feel free to message me about any specific crystal that you are interested in and how to work with these crystals, okay? You know, how to use them to heal, all right? How to, use them in every aspect of your life, all right? I enjoy my money crystal, okay? So I keep, I wear it all the time on the receiving hand because I'm I'm in receiving mode, okay? Right? I'm in receiving mode. Let's get it. Let's see what beautiful messages Spirit has for us. In addition to, we are going through something new, aren't we? We are going through something new. All right. What's that? So there it is. You know, funny because it's been showing up in my reality quite often. You know, sometimes it appears and sometimes it's 2 or 3 times a day. And here it is, 555, change, encouragement, support, obstacles, battle, coloring, restructuring, and creative work. And sure enough, um, you know, I know for me, Kali Ma is doing her job, okay? Uh, Karmic relationships, uh, anything that's karmic is being restructured, okay? Anything that's not in balance is being restructured, okay? Anything that's not in alignment with love is being restructured, okay? That is that is a given, you know. And if you have the ability to um, be with, you know, your loved ones, family, blood related, if that's what I mean, because that's what we're talking about. If I, because family could be anybody, so blood related. If you're able to be in that environment, uh, yeah, do what you need to do. But for those of us, some of us, we have to keep it arm's length. Okay, we have to keep it arm's length. But still be there, still be there for emotional support, still be there to, give advice. But yeah, other than that, don't allow yourself to be pulled into that drama. Don't allow yourself to be pulled in, my love, okay? You work too hard to to get yourself out of that. If you frequently give yourself permission to doodle, wander, and be totally unproductive, and you actually relish such interludes, I can guarantee that your genius, creativity, and productivity will increase expeditiously. Okay? So get your crayons out. I found my coloring book. Mine is just it's a book of flowers, I think it is. Book of flowers. So yeah, when you have time, instead of being on social media, you know, swiping to the left, do something that's different, something that's creative, something that'll allow your mind to wander, okay, to lose itself sometimes, and creativity. Okay? Allow your mind to be able to do that. What is it that you like to do that allows, some people play golf. They lose their mind in golf. They focusing on the little ball, trying to hit it in the hole. So it doesn't have to be art per se, but ways to, help you just release, you know, whatever your mind, could be overthinking about. You know what I mean? And coloring and doodling is just one of those things that you can do. But, I understand golf. Playing putt-putt is a good way to do that. Okay. Or anything else, whether there's any other types of sports or whatever that you like to do. That, doesn't have to be those things. Hmm. So what do you do, or what do you enjoy doing that you can lose um, lose your mind and release any stress that you might have. All right, you know, split the deck. There is power in intention. Absolutely, with this new moon, no, with this full moon. Okay, um, be sure to set your intentions, my love. Okay, be sure to set your intentions. Because there's power in those intentions. Let's take a deep dive and what that looks like. A deep dive into there is power and intention. Yes, 76. 76. Yes, 555 is here. So, if you're seeing this a lot, my affirmation is I welcome positive change. I welcome positive change. Because I see only good change, okay? Only good changes are coming, all right? Remember that number, it comes in to move you. It comes in to assist you. It's the universe's way to get your attention, okay? Goodness, goodness. It was 76, right? That there was. I believe it was 76. Don't try to just lose it. All right. It was actually 78. Okay. It's actually 78. Okay. When you align your intentions with the highest good and act with love and consideration, your power is intensified. Okay. When you draw this card, your angels are drawing close to remind you of this. You have the capacity to be a leader and guide at the same time, Aquarius. And you are being encouraged to align with love and the highest good so that you act from the heart. This is why this crumbling is happening, okay? Um, your family structures are falling apart. This is why. There are people out here who are not acting out of compassion. They're not acting out of love. They're acting, in total opposite of that. Okay? In total opposite of that. So Spirit is saying, often when power arises within, we can find our ego gets louder. And this is, excuse me, because it wants us to be limited and to question or even stifle our growth. Don't let it hold you back now. Call in your angels and invite them to help you listen closely to the voice of your soul so that you can move forward powerfully and effectively in a loving way. So Spirit is asking you to have a clear conversation with God and your angels about your intentions and recognize that what is unfolding at this time has the power to allow you to live your life from a state of pure potentiality. Right. So, um, it's also a reminder, excuse me, I'm feeling a little groggy, a little froggy today, that they're still working on your original intentions that you set. Okay? So don't think that your previous intentions and all the manifestation work that you've done isn't working. Okay? It is. All right? But Spirit wants you just, to be clear to be clearer moving forward. Okay? So there is power in setting clear, all right? Clear intention. There's power in that. All right? And doing things from a clear perspective, from your heart, out of compassion for others, not for selfish reasons. Okay? So if you're acting out of selfishness, out of what I can get or what this person can do for me, okay, that's not going to fly. It's just not going to fly. Thank you, Spirit. Let's pull a chakra card. Let's see what chakra is being worked on or being activated at this time. Okay. A lot of it has been our sacral chakra. We have really been working out of the sacral chakra and the heart chakra. Okay. Forgiveness. Yeah. So forgiveness. Uh, Remember, forgiveness is not always um, for the other person. I know that a lot of people, I pay attention. It's hard for them to forgive what someone has done to them, which puts you in a victim mode, right? So, you have to look at it from a place of where that individual is on their journey. You know what I mean? Where they are on their journey, and forgive them for yourself. I always think about the role that I might have played, okay? And you know, try to balance out where I am in my growth, and where that individual is. Okay, and then it's easier to move on, um, when you can forgive a person. Okay, um, because it's not um, if we're holding on to the resentment and grudges and things like that, those are low vibrational energies, and we want to release those energies. Okay, so that we can continue to grow and evolve. Okay, absolutely. Spirit, okay, thank you, Spirit. That's Spirit. I know that I do love this deck. I do, Spirit. I do love this deck. Spirit heard me say, "Is your favorite deck?" Yes, I do. I do. All right. A mirror. Who or what is triggering you? Pay close attention. Okay. Pay close attention right now to who and what is triggering you. I experienced that a little bit yesterday. Um, when you're dealing with certain individuals and they're not healed, um, you have to be careful, okay, of not allowing them to pull you into their drama, okay, because it may bring up, for me, I feel it in my body, okay, I feel it in my body, um, so it's going to require you again to have some boundaries, okay, pay close attention to how your body is reacting to certain things. Calling for another deep dive. Mirroring. And I was hoping that this deck is okay. It's not. That's the problem. It's not in alphabetical order. It's in, okay, 44, which is an 88. Mirror. The filter of our own experience is how we experience life 90% of the time. Through our own projections, when someone reminds us of an unhealed experience, we get triggered. Often it is an unconscious thing. Okay? So that's why it's important to pay attention to your body. All right? Um, People and situations can trigger our mirrors to reflect back to us what we believe to be true about life. All right? The universe and ourselves, mirrors pointing to our shadows and our light, mirroring, revealing parts of us that are yet to be accepted, witnessed, or loved. Okay? This card is guiding you to closely look at what experiences or people are currently triggering you and what they could be mirroring back to you. This goes for the good and the bad, okay? So just know that this goes for the good and the bad. Those who we admire and put on a pedestal, if we do not realize that we are attracted to them because we are like them, we will need to cut them down in order to rise to their level. Okay, okay. So, hmm, you know, these types of triggers are referring to um, how we see ourselves in others, okay, and how they see themselves in us, all right. And so when they mirror back to you the things that maybe we don't like about ourselves, and or vice versa, it can trigger unhealed wounds. Okay, thank you, Spirit. I was looking at it from a different perspective. Okay, all right. So those we despise are envious of and put down. If we do not realize that they trigger something in us when it is still yet to be healed, we will remain hurt and wounded ourselves. So Spirit is asking, who or what is triggering you at this time? What is it in you that they are triggering? What part of you longs to be witnessed? So we've got mirroring and forgiveness. So it's that holding on to certain parts or things, okay, that have yet to be healed. When we recognize them or see them in others, or things that we despise in others. Remember, we are all one, okay? When we realize that connectedness, how one person affects another, how it becomes a ripple effect. Okay? So it is about what you're attracted to and why you're attracted to that. And in turn, how does it make you feel? And or vice versa. Okay, Spirit. Okay. Come through, Spirit. Okay. I like it. If this message is resonating with you today, please put a like in the comments. Put a like in the comments. How about put 555 in the comments? Okay. Are you going through any of these changes? Are you finding yourself, having to forgive loved ones or someone, you know, and you may be finding it difficult to do so? Mm-hmm. Awaken your inner angel ascension symptom, the pyramid, the pyramid. That's a 10 card. That's completion. Completion. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, let's take a deep dive. The pyramid is a very a very important symbol. Okay, it's very powerful. Okay, 10. Yes, that is a 10 for completion. 37. 140. Right in the middle. 140. All right. Spirit wants to remind you that you are a celestial avatar. Awaken the part of you that is angel. The ascension symbol intro to the angel healing carries the vibration of our Chia constant and our angel Metatron. Okay, that's the symbol here. All right, acting as an intra-dimensional vehicle. The symbol can transport you to other realms, dimensions, and timelines, and will boost any form of meditation. Imagine yourself within the ascension pyramid, pointing upward for angelic connection and pointing downwards to ground dense energy. Align both pyramids to create a six-pointed star and come within this to activate and journey within your celestial light body. There's a new age belief that humans have never been angelic. We know better, right? Your 80% of humanity has angelic souls. Once you've attuned to this satellite symbol, you can use it to remember your angelic origin. Use the ascension symbol for amplifying your to amplify your intuitive and instinctual gifts, quantum timeline healing, and journeying, raising vibration and transforming soul entanglement, karmic contracts, and vows. All right, my loves. So let's get ready to tune in to this energy, okay? Let's get ready to do this exercise. All right. Okay, so with this card, Spirit wants you to, with your arms wide, say out loud 3 times with conviction, I am a multidimensional being, and all pathways and possibilities are open to me. Again, I am a multi-dimensional being, and all pathways and possibilities are open to me. Once more, I am a dimensional being, and all pathways and possibilities are open to me. Okay, so you can activate this card by laying down. We're going to do this. We're going to do this, okay? Um, by laying down with this card on your heart, set the intention that you're ready to attune to ascension symbols so your consciousness blends with light. All right? So, take in deep breaths, okay? Sense the symbol expand until you're sitting within its pyramid. Invite in our angel Metatron to be with you. Sense golden light streaming from his hand as he fills the pyramid and lifts it into heaven. Okay? Then set the intention to visit your first lifetime after choosing to delineate from source as Metatron to show you all angelic lifetimes you lived to awaken your angelic consciousness. Relax as your origin and lifetimes reveal. Become aware of truth, the physical response of the body, recognizing and remembering divine truth. As you journey, Metatron guides that you are a master student in the process of remembering, integrating, and expressing yourself as a reflection of Source. Use the ascension symbol as a tool to support this process, shifting your intentional intention to facilitate visiting different realities. So when you're ready to end this journey, sense the ascension symbol dissolve back into your heart, giving thanks to Metatron. All right, my love. So now you know how to activate that. Okay. I hope you did take a snapshot of it. You're always welcome to do so. Okay. Um, and use it to give you insight into who you truly are, okay? Which is to awaken that angel part of you, okay, Aquarius? You are you are an angel, okay? You're an angel in human form. All right. We're gonna pull one more. Okay, we're gonna pull one last card from our Angels of Abundance card. Okay. All right. There is a change of employment. Employment change. Your career path is leading you in a higher direction with positive changes to support your dreams, priorities, passions, and life purpose. Trust that these changes will help you release the old and welcome the new. You are being supported each step of the way. Okay? So some of you may be changing jobs. Some of you may also be changing locations. Okay? So accept this change. Go with the flow. Okay? This awakening is bringing in expansion. Okay? It is expand, bringing in expansion. Right? Okay, my loves. Thank you for joining me and sharing your beautiful energy with me. I hope this message resonated with you in some way. I hope I was able to give you some insight. Um, you know, um, don't only take what resonates, right? Only take what resonates, leave the rest for others, um, and never give your power away. This is a collective reading, all right? Which means that it can resonate with anyone. You may be going through these changes and need some advice and our guidance, okay? You may be um, wanting to learn how to use the ascension symbol to integrate your inner angel, all right? Um, you may be going through change and you may need to know what is happening. Why is this going on? You know, why is my life changing? So I hope that it gave you some insight today, all right? Sending you limitless love and light. TTL. Have a wonderful, blessed day.